Girls soccer,
boys soccer,
baseball,
softball, and track. It's that time of the year, spring sports, and you're listening to
from pitch to pitch and everything in between. You're back watching the second edition of From Pitch to Pitch and Everything in Between.
Yeah.
And this week has honestly been a rough week for Buford sports.
Very.
Taking a few losses from AJ in baseball, some of our JV teams not doing great, and even our varsity boys and girls soccer teams taking losses.
Yeah, we lost region. Y'all won region, right?
Yeah, we did win region.
We lost region because we had to beat York Prep by 3 points, and it was 1-1 until 2 minutes left in the game. So it was, I think it was about 5 minutes, and they scored a goal that was mostly probably our defensive. Like everybody, we were trying to keep working and stop them from getting it in, but.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that just happens, goals that shouldn't happen, they do. And that's how we lost this past Monday, I believe. We played Lancaster, and they beat us 2-1. The first goal they scored, from where we were and on the video, it looks like he was offsides when the ball was played.
Yeah.
And so he scores when he's offsides.
Who was it?
Sergio, who scored. And so I don't really know if he was, but that's what I think. And for our goal, they scored one and we scored the next. We scored off of I believe it was a corner or throw-in.
Who scored it?
Bryce Bridges scored it. And I mean, it has to be because how small he is. No one marks up and no one sees him or something. And he's always there on corners or throw-ins to just tap it in. That's it. He has actually scored since the last AJ game. I'm pretty sure he scored every single game since then.
And he's a freshman?
He is a freshman. I could be wrong, though, but I know he scored against Lancaster. I believe York Prep. Who did we play before then? That I can't remember. But
Chester?
No, we played Chester in the beginning.
No.
But yeah, he didn't. He has been scoring a lot recently. He's been doing really well.
That's good.
Our varsity boys team has been doing well. Besides, Lancaster, like you said, we did win region. We had to beat York Prep. We just had to beat them. That's it. And we won 8-2, I believe, to win. And so that's the first time in 7 or 8 years that we have won region.
That's crazy.
And that AJ hasn't won region.
I'm pretty sure we both go into playoffs next week, right?
Yes, we do.
Our playoffs our first round is Tuesday. If y'all want to come watch, we don't know where it's going to be at yet. We might with our standings because we're 12-2 right now. So I think we have a chance of getting a home game for the first round.
Okay.
But I don't think so. I honestly don't know. We don't even know who we're going against.
So what happened? I heard a game was canceled the other day. So what all happened with that?
So Bowen and the other coach from York Comprehension, isn't it comprehensive?
It's something like that.
Comprehensive. It's not comprehension because Miss Mettinger got on me for that. It's comprehensive. They were talking and they both just came to an agreement that the game would have meant nothing. It wouldn't have affected anything in region or anything. It would have been just a simple
scrimmage, basically.
Yeah,
basically. Just a scrimmage, yeah.
And so both coaches realized that they need to give their players a break sometimes. And considering if we make it past the first round, and second, we have 3 games next week. So one being on Saturday, if we make it. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you mean. We have a few games next week, and hopefully, we are able to win it and, win state this year. I mean, it's a hard goal, but it's a goal we want to accomplish, especially for the seniors who are graduating this year and won't have another chance. Moving, from one pitch to another, the baseball team, the boys baseball team, has actually had a pretty good season this far, coming second in region, and which is actually an improvement from last year. They didn't make third.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they suffered a loss from AJ, a 7-6 loss, a hard-fought game. It was pretty close. But, they've been doing better this season. And actually, I heard that, you got a chance to talk to the baseball coach.
Yep. I talked to the baseball coach Thursday. Asked him how the season was going, and here's a clip of the interview.
Success, we improved from last year to this year, in that last year we finished third, and this year we're going to finish second in the region. So we're guaranteed to host, some playoff games this year. Last year we had a great season, won the district, and we're going to try to do the same thing this year when we get in the playoffs. But I think we've been stronger defensively and stronger top to bottom in the batting lineup, which has helped us win a lot of games. And so we've lost 2 games in region, and I think 8 games overall. But the 8 games we've won or lost, I think, have all been quality losses, and have made us better. So.
He actually does have some valid points, talking about how 6 of those losses really were games that weren't in their region and don't count towards their region record. So those 6 games did nothing but help them improve, things they needed to work on defensively and offensively, just show them things they needed to do. And I think those 6 games helped them out. And the 2 region games they lost, unfortunate games, but they can always get it back, and I'm ready to see what they can do in playoffs.
It would help them in the future. They know what not to do, what to do, stuff like that.
Yep. And good job, baseball, and good luck in the playoffs.
Yep, good luck.
Softball has also, had a good season going.
Oh, yeah.
And, I had a chance to talk with Coach Allen just to see what are some things she wanted to do, improve on, because they had big region games upcoming.
Yeah.
And so here's what she had to say.
Hopefully they can win this upcoming game so they can win region, break the tie and everything.
Yeah, she did say that. And actually, since that interview with her, they won both their games. They beat Chesterfield 9-6, I believe.
Oh, my
goodness. And then they beat North Central last night on senior night. So Summer Morgan, Aspen King, and
Kelsey Watson.
Yeah.
Watts.
Yeah, it's something. But great job to the softball team. Great for them. Winning region is a big deal.
Big deal.
And, they worked hard this season, as, Coach Allen said. So, I'm glad they could secure that region spot. And
yep, they definitely worked hard for it. They deserve it.
And that North Central game must have sucked playing in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would have had to run in the mud.
I love playing in the rain.
Well, I like playing in the rain too, but
in the mud.
I used to play baseball when I was a kid, so maybe 11, right?
Yeah.
But
that was only a few years ago.
Yeah. It wasn't 11. It was back then, but it rained one time and we just were running, and my cleats would get just stuck sometimes because of how muddy and bad it was.
Well, there's the cons for soccer too, because the ball's wet, so when you go to throw it in, it slips from your hands. But you can slide tackle really easily. So.
Yeah. But shout out to the softball team. Great job.
Good job.
Good wins and way to win region.
Yep. Alrighty. I had a chance to talk to Eden Crimson on the track team. She's a freshman this year. She's actually been a very important part of the track team. She's broken 2 records. And
Really?
I'm gonna let her talk to y'all about it.
And with that is the end of the second edition of
From Pitch to Pitch and everything in between. We'll see you next week.
Well, that actually is crazy as a freshman breaking 2 records for the triple
Yeah.
jump and the 400.
Oh yeah.
Really, it's really good actually.
The region is up next, and Eden, like she said, is hoping to take it to state.
Yeah,
Those records.
and I mean, even if
As
she
a
can't this
freshman.
year, she's got 3 more years.
Yeah.
Like to
And
break
she's already
more
doing
records.
that as a freshman.
Yeah, break more records,
Mhm.
win state, and just. I think she has a chance this year just to come out.
And she's
Softball
been-
has
this is her
also
first year at a
had
public
a
school.
well good
She's
season going.
she was homeschooled.
And
for all of
I
her
had a
life,
chance
and now
to
she
talk
came to
with Coach
Buford. She's
Allen.
breaking
Just
records.
to
So
see, I mean,
What are some things she wanted to
that's
do,
crazy
improve
to me as
on?
a
You know,
freshman
'cause
breaking
they
records.
had
Like,
big region games
and,
upcoming.
Yeah.
and so
With
with
here's
region
what she had to
next,
say.
I think she'll do
Alright.
really good.
yeah, the whole
And
track,
then-
like they said, the whole track team's been doing good. They practice when we're out there practicing with soccer. They're constantly running, training, getting discipline.
Yeah,
Not discipline like in a bad way, but like
they're definitely working hard.
Mhm.
This wasn't just easy for them, and especially for Eden, breaking those 2 records, she had to work while she's working just as hard as everyone else. To break 2 records, you have to work even harder than
Yeah.
anyone else does.
because yeah.
Spend more time, run harder. I remember when I ran cross country, which is different from track, but somewhat the same.
Mm-hmm.
The only way we got better is if we timed our running. We would run 3 miles. If we timed it,